Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Bleach Chapter 512 review. Now, this week's chapter of Bleach, it was a quick read, almost a speed read, but it was very badass. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was very badass, because Ichigo, like, when I saw him in this week's chapter, it was the same vibe I got from watching Ichigo take on the three vice captains and face Byakuya back in the Soul Society arc. Like, it was that same badass vibe, like, it was some crazy shit. Like, I was seeing Ichigo, and, like, the best part, like, in my personal opinion, the best part was when Ichigo was talking to Byakuya. You don't see his face. Byakuya's like, please, protect Soul Society. We see his full body, but we don't see his face because it's shaded in. And then finally, we see his face. Anger, just pure anger, and it's like, oh shit, like, like, it was like, oh, like, got your fan on everyone, living on your friend, like, oh, like, wow, Ichigo, so, like, yeah, it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was some pretty badass shit, especially when we have Yuha, who's been, like, Mr. Badass of the fucking month, like, oh, like, this, like, fuck, man, you guys been badass of the month, and he's walking away, and he's like, no, because, Hashval, he wanted to take out Ichigo, and he's like, no, we're leaving, because, the Zero Squad is coming, and we need to retreat, and then analyze the Zero Squad, so we can make preparations, but no, he's turning away, is walking this way, then fucking sword ding, and then Ichigo just comes flying in, and then you was like, you bastard. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, whoa, like, yeah, whoa. Like, I was like, when I saw that exact scene, and like the panel was like flipped this way, and we see Ichigo with the sword that way. The first thing that came out of my mouth, yeah. Like, straight the fuck up. Like, that's the way it was. But I will say one thing. And that one thing is, simply put, I was, not to be, not to take away from the chapter itself, but I was fairly disappointed that we didn't see the person who assisted Urahara. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I fairly was disappointed. And I guess because I was assuming that this person would have went inside that dimension and helped Ichigo escape Kirige's jail and thus follow Ichigo to Soul Society. I mean, maybe that person helped him but went back to Hueco Mundo. I mean, I'm not too sure. Or maybe that person didn't go in there at all. Maybe Ichigo just bust out by using a lot of Getsuga Tenchos. Maybe. But at the same time, it was kind of like, I really wanted to see. I really want to see who that person is, man. I mean, even though Ichigo is badass in his chapter, Grimjaw. I mean, out of all the characters in Bleach, I'm sorry. I mean, Grimjaw is tying Yuha for badassery. That's not even a word, but fuck it. Grimjaw is tying Yuha for badassery. Like he like. When this guy first came out, it was like, holy shit. And then it was like, he came in there, ran through Spike. It was like, I'm the sick Espada. Grimjaw. Grimjaw. And then it was like, Ruki was like, run. And then it was like fucking thrust. It was like, oh, fuck. And the way he beat the shit out of Ichigo, I was like, this is my nigga. This is my nigga. And by the way, I do want to say one last thing. I'm calling him Grimjaw. I don't give a fuck if it's, oh, no, man, it's not Grimjaw. It's Gurimijo. Fuck that. Fuck that shit in the ass with two tweezers and a fucking spoon. I don't give a fuck. All right? No. In my opinion, Grimjaw is a lot more impactful than Gurimijo. Like, no. Grimjaw. It's to the fucking point. Grimjaw. I like that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Oh my god, your pronunciation, fuck you. Fuck you. But the thing here is that Ichigo, alright? So let me do a brief summary, right? Because, you know, I'm going on a tangent here for like 5 minutes. Ichigo. What happens here at the beginning of the chapter, we see a crack in the page. And then all of a sudden, we have this person. I forgot his name. I think his name was like the vice captain. No, the third seat of the 12th Division Technological Department. Aeon? Something of that nature. I forgot his name completely. But basically, he apparently opened the actual section, the Sekai Gate that leads to Soul Society. And then we see, and then all of a sudden we got like a first person view. Like it wasn't like we see Ichigo come out. We got like a first person view. And we see that like right now they're in like some kind of like weird box area. And then there's a Star Knight like floating right there and shit. And then the Star Knight's like, "Oh, who are you?" "Well, I am Jazz. Yeah, like I am Jazz. And I was given this letter by my master." And mid speech, like a swing explosion, Ichigo comes out there. We don't see his face. Ichigo disappears and then reappears next to fucking Byakuya. And I'm like, I mean, like that's like, that was a terrible whistle, but fuck it. All right. The thing here is that kind of speed, haven't seen that shit since fucking Danga Ichigo. So I mean, I don't see him getting a power boost inside Kirige's jail, but at the same time, you have to wonder how do you escape since Kirige's jail for the longest had this dude trapped. So maybe, because I think Game on Cloud 9 in his review mentioned that maybe Ichigo could like go and I forgot, fucking stutter. Wow, I forgot the exact name, but it's like when they meditate and like they talk to Zangetsu. So maybe Ichigo talked to Zangetsu. Like maybe he calmed himself down, talked to Zangetsu, asked him for some power, like back in the old days, and then broke that fucking, you know, Kirige jail. Without the assistance of the person who saved Urahara. So, I mean, maybe that's a possibility. But Ichigo disappears, and then I guess he checked on Rukia and Renji, and then the next time we see him, because the Star Knights, they said that his reactor disappeared. So he's moving that fast. And then we see him next to Byakuya. And Byakuya, oh man, like this motherfucker, he's still in the wall. He's still in the fucking wall. It was like, oh, I mean, I'm surprised he's still alive. I really am. Because Asnot did him dirty, all right? To say the least. But what he's saying here, this signifies the possible, when I say possible, like the almost 95% chance that Byakuya is going to die. Because we see Ichigo talking to Byakuya. And then Byakuya asks him, are Renji and Rukia okay? Ichigo's like, yeah. And then what happens here is that he's like, I don't have much time left. And I really think that this is sincere. I really do. Because, again, the sense of danger with these opponents comes from the fact that they are killing off so many known Shinigami. That's the sense of danger. People that we knew had some effect for the overall story of Bleach, they're killing off easy. Easy. So, yeah. And we see Byakuya. And Byakuya, oh shit, glasses. And Byakuya, he is talking about the pride of the Shinigami. The fact that a human like Ichigo, who has no bearing in this place whatsoever, is coming to save them. But at the same time, he is willing to take away his pride, shove it to the side, and beg for help. And we see the last fucking line. He's like, please. This glazed over look. And it was like, oh, fuck, Byakuya. Please. Protect Soul Society. Kurosaki Ichigo. And it was like, oh. And then it was that moment. And then we see Ichigo. And, oh, we don't see his face. We see his body clenching a fist. And then the next panel, we see Ichigo's face. Mad, anger, ferocity, man. Like I said, can you pin on everybody? I'm telling you, man. This shit, because, I think that they're gonna do another anime for Bleach. When the series progresses even further, like Bleach Final Act or something of that nature. When this shit gets animated, yeah, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be it's gonna be real good, real good. So yeah, I'm waiting for that shit. And then we see this motherfucker, Yuha. He senses Ichigo, and he's like, "Fuck it." Like he doesn't care. He doesn't. That's how powerful he is. He doesn't give a shit. Cause fucking Hashvald, he's like, "Should I eliminate?" And then he's like, "No, we need to leave because the Royal Court Guard squad and the Zero Squad is coming in." So, quick question. If the Royal Court Guard squad are beaten, who comes in to help their asses? Spirit King. And then maybe when we see the Spirit King, Lord Aizen, like, finally, I've been waiting for this moment. Like, possibility. It is a possibility. Give me your thoughts on that. Who comes in to save the fucking Zero Squad when they're in a pickle? Obviously, the first choice I would say is the Spirit King, but there are possible. There are other options. Maybe. And then Yuha's walking in the other direction. Bam, sword just cuts him off. And he looks at the sky. You bastard. Here's Ichigo. Panel. Horizontal. Ichigo. Staying right there. Sword right there. Bam. Boom. You're not going anywhere. And that right there is the end of the chapter. Again, this chapter, the rating. Fuck, man. Because, like, I love this chapter. Understand that. I love this chapter. I really do. I mean, I guess, you know what? I'll give it a good chapter. It was a good chapter of Bleach. Because I'm debating on whether or not I should lower the rating because I didn't see who that person was who saved Urahara. But then again, I made assumptions. That was my own, my own expectations. As for when Ichigo reappears in Soul Society, I was expecting someone else to be there with him via, Grimjo. But that was my own expectation. I assumed that. So, this chapter, yeah, it's a good chapter. It's a very good chapter of Bleach. I mean, again, back-to-back good chapters of Bleach. No, the last week's one, holy. This week was, it's not on that same level, because the way Yuha did Yamamoto was fucking dirty. It was dirty as all hell. But at the same time, this one is still damn good. So, overall rating, not amazing, but fuck it. I'll bump it up. Yeah, let me bump it up. It's a great chapter of Bleach. Not amazing, great. Great chapter of Bleach. And I'm done. And one last thing. For Elite Ace, yes, I am getting to your... I am doing the video response to that, because, again, I still believe that Yamamoto, with his Bankai activated, is the strongest character in Bleach. But I've been busy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I've been busy. I've been a busy man, all right? When the real life comes a calling, you gotta answer. It's that simple. But I will get to it probably by the weekend. Just letting you know. So, but yeah, I'm done. I'll see you guys later. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Wait, no. You know what? Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a Bleach power discussion video this weekend. Either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And because my friend was talking to me about something really caught my attention. And he was saying, Stu, that, well, the Shinigami and the Arrancar, they have limitations. But the Quincy are as strong depending on how much Reiatsu or spirit particles they can absorb. He mentioned Uryu in his list of still state. Meaning that a Quincy who can absorb a massive amount of spirit particles, or if not all spirit particles, is going to be the strongest character in Bleach. And I was like, maybe. I mean, it's not far off. I mean, I don't know if Ichigo Uryu in his listed still state is stronger than Dangai, maybe a little bit under, because again, he did beat a captain with like 2 hits. Actually, no, he beat him in 1 shot. It was like 1 fucking arrow, and he cut through his Bankai and blasted a hole through him. So it yeah. So you know what? I mean, it's still gonna be a response video to Ace's video, but it's gonna be a discussion video based on the power scheme of Bleach, the power spectra, because I need to address that too. But that being said, I'm done. I'll see you guys later. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Grave Chapter Bleach. Peace. Have a nice day.